Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today's tip is when you want a line drawing, let ZoomNotes do the heavy lifting. Now this is a do-over. Unfortunately, I did this in the middle of the night, and when I woke up, I'm telling you, sleep does me good. I have better ideas when I wake up after sleeping. When I woke up, I watched the video again. I thought, I could have done it this way. It would have saved some steps. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. I wanted a line drawing, like over here on the right. I wanted a line drawing of the temple. And so I went out to Google. If I pull in, I went out to Google and searched for King Solomon's temple and found a picture that I liked. Now, before I go any further, there's lines on the background because I wanted to write my text, my handwriting. I want it to be kind of straight. So I have a bucket that has lines in it, so I can just tap on the background and get lines. Well, let me show you if I delete that. In case you're new and you're not used to it, I have the bucket. And see my bucket fill. It's hard to see right now because it's real light lines, but it is lines. And if I just tap on the background, then I'll get all the background will be lined. And that way I'm able to write straight, because I don't normally write straight. Now, because it was already there, the text was already there, now I just have to move it just an ooch to line up the lines. Not that it's important at this point, but anyway, I'll delete that. So, you get the picture, you pull it into ZoomNotes, and you do transparency on. Use your transparency tool. Now, everything red is what ZoomNotes does. Everything black is what I do. Now, of course, I have to run transparency and do the steps, but trust me, ZoomNotes is doing the work. And of course, now Apple has the ability, once you have a picture, to, if you put your finger down on it, it'll kind of do a weirdness thing, and it can get rid of the background. But I've had about 50-50 luck with that, because it usually will take out more than I want it to take out. So I just don't even bother with it anymore, especially on this image, because the colors are so close together. Over on the left of the temple, you can see that the sky is so close to the actual color of the temple that I know it would do something funky there. But once you get it into ZoomNotes, you take it to transparency. You get rid of everything that you don't want. And I did not want the sky, and I did not want the ground, because the goal was to get the shape already drawn for me. You know, if you have a bouquet of flowers and there's only one flower that you want to draw, then you would get rid of all the other flowers using transparency. And when you have the only flower that you want, then you can do a fine boundary shape, and it will automatically give you an outline if you set your default that way. Like right now, I've got my default set to a thin line border, a white background, and drop shadow. The white background the filling for the shape is white. That's what I did wrong on the first video. I didn't use a fill in that, so I had to do extra steps. But let me just show you. If I select that image, and then I open up this window, and I do Find Boundary Shape under Shape Operations. See how the image disappears, but I have the outline of the building, so all the hard work is done. You know, this keeps your perspective good, and it's the few lines on my particular drawing that was actually straight. You know, it, my hand drawing is not that awesome, but at this point you need to take the opacity of that image that you just, or that shape that you just created. Go ahead and go to the 1 and take the opacity down on it. So now you can see the building and do the drawing. Do your drawing and just do the inside bits. And I have learned to love the sloppy kind of lines because that's the way I draw. I love them. So now, once I've done all my drawing, I can select and okay, what I selected was the shape, but what I want to select is the building, so I can get rid of that. And now all of this I can select and group it, and see if I go get my menu back and just do a group. Now that is my drawing, and I would put that under symbols, and I'm ready for any time I need it. Now I could go ahead and turn up the opacity on this. Okay, the reason it wasn't doing it was because it was a group. If I do ungroup and then select it, then I can go to shape properties and turn the opacity up, and then it'll work. A group, you can't do that. So you'd have to go back here and select it all again and do a group. And then save it as a symbol. Okay, that's it. Y'all have a great day here. Bye.